So team, welcome to this session, and let me take you to this first slide and give you some details about this demo session that we are going to have today. So this session is about Oracle Fusion Financials Cloud demo. It is going to be a demo session on Oracle Fusion Financials, right? So we are going to speak about the application, which is the name of the application is Oracle Fusion Financial Application, and the training program is being conducted by the Biotech Software Training Institute, right? The product that we are going to talk about is Oracle Fusion application, and within the application, we'll be talking about the financials subject area, right? This product is being developed by the Oracle Corporation US, right? And the objective of this training program here is how to land upon a high paying job as a beginner without coding knowledge and without a non-IT background. Okay, so let me just give you some clarity on this part. So in this session, we have a mixed match of population team where we have the students who have recently completed their graduations and post graduations, and now they are ready to explore the field of ERP, or we can say the IT domain, right? Now, the students who are not really aware or who don't know the coding or who don't have the IT background, so this training program is going to be helpful for them a lot, because in the training program will not be speaking about the coding, still will be exploring the whole application in terms of what the application is all about, how the application works in the real life business scenarios, how across the world this application is helping the business in managing their overall business processes activities in a secured way, in a very efficient and effective way, right? Now, my name is Abhishek. I'm an Oracle Cloud Certified Trainer. Let me give you a brief introduction about my working experience here, team. So I'm an Oracle certified implementation consultant. I have overall 13 plus years of experience in Oracle consulting. So I'm working with Oracle consulting since last 13 years, and I've been working in this product. So it's already been 13 years. And during this tenure, I have worked for 12 end-to-end implementation projects and support projects, right? So basically, what does it mean? Uh, Especially, it will be easy for the students who already have the experience in terms of the ERP. So the application that we have, so that is being implemented for various businesses, right? And that the overall process is called the end-to-end implementation of this application. So that is something I've been doing since last 13 years. And during this tenure, I have worked in multiple legislations, including US, UK, Middle East, Singapore, Australia. So I've delivered the solutions in all these regions. And as a part of the training, I have completed almost around 13 plus training programs for the corporate trainers, right? And also 20 plus training batches have already been done along with the TriTech Software Training Institute. Now, during this tenure, I have worked with various organizations including the Big Four, Deloitte, Oracle, EY, PwC, and I'm also a certified consultant. So, which means that the certification courses which are offered by the Oracle University. So that is something I have done in Oracle Fusion Financials. Now, some do's and don'ts or some recommendations from our side about today's session. So this is the first demo session of the Oracle Fusion Financials training program, and this meeting is being recorded. We have a fixed agenda that we are going to discuss as a part of this meeting, and we are recording this meeting from our end, and once the session ends, we'll be sharing this recording on the platform that we have where all the recorded sessions will be shared, and the link will be shared with the students. So there is no need from your end to record the meeting. This is already being done from our side. Now, during the session, my request is you should be keeping yourself on mute so that we can effectively cover the agenda that has been defined for today's meeting. And any questions that you have, any doubts you have, so for that, we have the Zoom chat option enabled. So you can put your questions and queries in the Zoom chat section, where we have our admin team who will be assisting you with the queries, and as well as at the end of the session, we have a dedicated question and answer round where we'll be happy to assist you for any queries related to the product, anything related to training program, anything related to your career related queries. So all those will be addressed at the end of the session, right? Now, with this, let me take you to the detailed agenda that we are going to cover in today's session. So the first thing here is we'll start with the introduction of ERP. Now, as I mentioned, team, we have a mixed match of population where we have recently graduates and postgraduate students who are basically the freshers who are new to the concept. So for them, it is very important to understand first the concept of ERP, what is an ERP, where we are standing in terms of ERP, how the product is related to the overall concept of ERP, right? We also have the students who have already experienced, who know about this concept. So it will be kind of like a quick review from them, right? Uh, and moving forward, we'll be discussing the overall ERP architecture, right? So what is the architecture of the ERP? How within that architecture, the application that we are going to talk about today, which is Oracle Fusion, it fits in the overall ERP architecture. How the application got evolved, what were the issues, what were the challenges that were being faced by the global uh, businesses globally, and based on that how this application got evolved and what are the practical issues that it helped to resolve. Now, after that, we'll be talking about what is Fusion application. So, name of the product is Fusion, right? We'll be talking about this application. Application means a software. It is an accounting software. So, we'll be talking about it in detail. We'll understand what are the key aspects of this application. And also, we'll be discussing one of the important point here, which is going to be what is the current market position of Oracle Fusion Financial. Why this is called as one of the leading cutting edge product available in market in comparison to the other competitor products that are available in the market. Okay. Now, after that, we'll be discussing the types of companies involved, means who owns the product, who has developed this product, who are the companies who are involved in the execution or in the implementation of this product, who are the end users company of this product. So all those discussions we'll be having here. So it is kind of will give you an idea that where exactly we can look for the job opportunities after the completion of this training program, right? So there are multiple areas where we'll be exploring the opportunities here, and along with that, we'll also be talking about one of the thing which is the key features and benefits of Oracle Fusion, where we'll be like kind of deep diving into the product. We'll understand that what are the some key features and benefits of this product over the other available competitions in the market, right? And also we'll be discussing here the key differences between Oracle Fusion and e-business suite. So particularly will be helpful for the experienced students who already have worked in the previous versions of Oracle or who have some knowledge and experience in the background of ERP, right? So for them, it will be easy to understand the key differences which is available in the latest product and the options which are available in the previous version of the product, right? Along with that, we'll be discussing the Oracle Fusion application framework, which will help you to get an idea of how the overall application looks like. What are the specific area that we will be concentrating on in terms of this training program, correct? Then finally, we'll be discussing the modules covered in this course. So that is basically where we'll be discussing the scope of this training program, that what we are going to cover, how we are going to cover, and what are the different aspects that we are going to cover in this training program will be covered in this point. And then we'll be understanding the overall work profiles and roles that we can expect as a part of this training program. Right. Now, after this, once we are done with this agenda, we'll also be talking about the various queries. So a dedicated question and answer round where you can put your queries. We'll be talking about your queries about this training program, your career related queries, or any other aspect that you want to discuss. So those things we'll be covering at the end of this session. Now, let me take you to the first part of this demonstration team, which is let's understand the overall concept of ERP, especially for the fresher students. What is an ERP? Because this is something which is relatively a new term for you guys. You need to understand what is it is, how exactly it fits into the global business environment. So as the name suggests, ERP stands for the Enterprise Resource Planning, right? Now, what does it mean? So Enterprise resource planning, ERP software is a business process management software. So let me just focus here first, which is business process management software. So when I say business process, what does it mean? So in a given business environment here, there can be n number of business process which runs on a parallel basis. For example, if there is a business which deals in production of certain goods or certain inventory items, certain raw materials, certain finished goods, right? So the parallel the production activity will continue in the business. So that is called the production related or manufacturing related process. Parallelly, the business is also involved in maintaining the inventory of the product, right? So if it is any raw material it is producing or any raw material it is buying and then processing it into finished goods, then it is going to maintain the inventory of the product, right? Parallelly, all these activities will be governed by the human resources, right? Employees of the organizations are going to manage these activities. Therefore, it is very important to properly manage the employee related data, right? Which includes your payroll calculation, which includes your all employee related details, maintenance of details along with their profiles and all, right? Then along with that, there'll be a parallel function which is purchasing of raw materials from the open market. So this is also one of the important aspects. Then along with that, we also have the financial, which is going to exist each and every business organization, where the overall process in terms of financials will be maintained, in terms of accounting will be maintained, in terms of taxation will be maintained, and at the end the reporting, the financial reporting is going to be prepared. Okay, so these are, in nutshell, these are the various business processes that happens in a given business environment, right? Now, what is the need here? The need here is there should be an application which is capable of maintaining all these business processes, right? So previously, before the introduction of ERP, how it was used to happen, or how it used to be maintained, there were separate individual applications that were available in the market, where each of the application used to maintain the individual business process, right? So for inventory, there was a separate application. For human resources, there was a separate application. For financials, there was a separate application. And at the end of the day, what used to happen, these application was highly rigid, not interacting with each other in any manner. And that is where a lot of manual dependencies were there to combine the data from this application. And therefore, there was a need that evolved in the market, which was enterprise resource planning, where there was a need of a single application which was capable of managing all the key business processes, including the financials, including the supply chain operation, including the commerce, reporting, manufacturing, and all the human resources activity, right? So the requirement here was a single application. Within that, we can maintain all the business related processes. That was required. Okay. Now here we have a representation where there are some key players in the market who deals in the ERP, means these players have their own ERP product, right? So you have Oracle, you have SAP, you have Microsoft, you have Salesforce, right? So multiple other players are available in the market who have their own ERP product available in the market, and they are being operated for various by various businesses. Okay. Now, what we will be specifically concentrating on will be concentrating on the product which is developed by Oracle, and the name of the product is Oracle Fusion. Okay. Now, let me give you some details upon the overall ERP architecture in context to the Oracle Fusion product that we are going to discuss here. So here, what is an ERP? We understand here the concept of ERP, which is it's a business process management software that manages and integrates companies' human resources, financial, supply chain, operating, manufacturing, reporting activities, right? So this is something very important, that manages and integrates, means the various business functions that we have discussed in the previous slides, like these, are brought into one application, and wherever there is a dependency of one business operation over the other business process, so there has been an integration which is developed within the application, means these business processes are tightly integrated, so that all the business processes can be managed in the same single application without having any dependency, or without having any manual efforts required at the time of consolidating the overall information, right? So here all the business processes are integrated in a seamless manner to ensure productivity and ensure compliance across various financial process, right? So this is the main objective of the ERP application. They make sure all the business processes are integrated, productivity can be enhanced, business processes can be performed efficiently, and at the same time it will make sure that it complies with the global uh, applicable standards and globally applicable laws which are applicable in various regions, right? Now, with ERP concept, the corporation or the company which came here was Oracle. So it is one of the leading organization which is involved in the development and deployment of Oracle or the ERP solutions, we can say, right? So in the field of ERP, this is one of the leading corporation, and it has developed the product and deployed the product, and which is effectively working since last many years in the market, right? And the name of the product, what is the name of the product, is Oracle Fusion. So the name of the product is Oracle Fusion. It's a product or software application developed by Oracle Corporation, and this is one of the leading ERP products which is available as of today globally, right? It's a cloud-based platform, means it is not something which needs to be installed in some app, enterprise or in some business and operated locally. No, it's a cloud-based, which means it is a kind of over the internet technology. So you just need to have the credentials in order to use this product, and over the internet you can use it anytime, anywhere, right? So that is something which makes it one of the leading product in the market. Now, what we will be specifically concentrating on, right? So it will be Oracle Fusion, but within Fusion also we see there are various business processes, right? So in this training program, we'll be concentrating on the financial part of the product, where we'll be discussing all the financial processes that are applicable to the business. What are the processes? How an application can be configured in terms of this business process, and based on the configuration, how we can use the application. Now here, various businesses when we are talking about here, so we'll be talking right from the recording of the transaction up to the reporting of transaction, along with the configuration of the overall product is something we'll be covering in this training program. And the approach that we are going to follow here is the real life business implementation, which means that whatever we are going to discuss in these classes or in this training program, so that is going to be same as how we deal it in the real life business scenario, where we implement this application in a given business environment. So all the steps, all the stages that are going to be there, we'll be discussing here one by one, along with the practical use case, along with how we can design the solution based on the various business requirements. So all the best practices we are going to discuss in detail as a part of this training program. So this is a brief about the ERP architecture. Now let's go into history a bit. Let me give you some details on the evolution of this Oracle Fusion application. So the application was launched in the year September 2010. So officially it was launched in this year, and then it was made available to the open market or globally in the year 2011, right? So how this application got developed. So initially the application got developed by combining the features and functionality of the best ERP platforms available initially at the time, like Oracle e-business suite, JD Edwards, PeopleSoft, Siebel, right? So what I have explained earlier, let me go back to that part. So initially I've explained that before the introduction of ERP, or before this, the development of this application, individual applications were available in the market who were taking care of the individual business process or the subject areas. Means for financial side, separate applications was there; for purchasing side, separate application was there; from human resources side, separate application was there. So what Oracle did, Oracle combined the best available platforms in the market, and then it took over those platforms, combined into one application, integrated that application, and the final output that came was Oracle Fusion Financial, right? And this is a cloud-based platform as explained earlier, so it works over the internet, right? So without the need of installing it into the individual business environment and then operating it in like locally. This works on the cloud platform, which means anytime, anywhere access is something which is available in this application. Now, uh, in continuation of the evaluation part, just an example here, some of the individual applications that were available at that point of time where the Oracle Fusion application was developed. So we had one of the application called PeopleSoft application, which are the best in the subject area of HRMS, giant in the HRMS solution, human resources management solution. Then we had JD Edwards, which are best in procurement and financial solution, customer resource management, Siebel, then Hyperion reporting, e-business suite, which were best in financials, right? So all these individual applications was available at that point of time in the year 2006, where the development of Oracle Fusion application started, and the development was completed in the year 2010, and in 2011 the application was released to the open business environment, right? So right from the 2011, now we can see this is 2025. So till 2025, one of the leading application, ERP application, which is available in market is Oracle Fusion. And during this course, the application has gone multiple upgrades in terms of various business requirements. So you see the business keeps on evolving and the requirements keeps on changing. So also the product has been developed, upgraded accordingly to the growing needs and requirement of the business, right? Now, uh, let me give you some details on the Oracle Fusion financials, right? So what is financials all about? A comprehensive overview of the Oracle Fusion financial, because this is something that our training will be majorly focused on. So let's understand how the financials are there in the Oracle Fusion, what part is there, and what are the some of the key features of the financials area. That is something we will be discussing here. So when we talk about the financials, Oracle Fusion financials, it's an integration of various financial functions. Okay. Now, when we deep dive into financials, so there are various business processes which are there, right? For example, you have supplier related activity. When you procure goods and services from the supplier, you make payments to the suppliers, right? So all this constitutes a specific process which is called supplier related process, your invoice related process, your payment related process, right? So this is one of the subject area. Then we have receivables where we can maintain the customer invoicing, customer payments that we are going to receive. Then we have general ledger as one of the area where we maintain all the accounting aspect of all the financial transactions. Then we have planning, we have fixed asset where we maintain all the fixed asset related transaction, all the depreciation related calculations are done in this respective module. So what has been done here actually in this product is integration of various financial functions, means all the financial functions that are required by various business that has been picked, that has been developed in this application, and those processes has been separately placed in different areas, or we call it as module, right? So there are different modules which are there as a part of the Oracle Fusion financial suite, and within those modules the individual business processes are very well listed, where you can perform those, configure those processes, and then you can do the transaction as per the business requirement. Now one of the very important aspect here is you have all the business processes in the financial suite, as well as these processes are integrated with each other, means wherever there is a dependency of one business process over the another process, so there has been a seamless integration which is already been developed, which means there is no nothing that needs to be done on the part of the users in terms of developing those integrations. These are predefined integrations within the application that is going to help you out in managing all your business process very effectively, right? This is one of the key features. Now, second one is support for compliance. Now, the application has been designed keeping in mind the business processes globally, means it is not restricted to any one region or one country like US or UK, but it has been developed considering the global business requirement, means the same application can be used in India, same application can be used in European countries, same application can be used in UK and any other country like US region and all, right? So one of the very important aspect for this application is if you're having an application which is which can be deployed to any part of the world, then it has to be made sure that it also in compliance with the applicable standards and applicable regulations that are applicable in the respective regions, right? And that is what this has been made sure, that the application is compliant with the applicable standard and the various applicable statutory laws, right? So all the business processes has been designed in the similar manner, which means that if you are using the application in India, it will be in compliance with the applicable standards and applicable regulations which are followed in India in terms of accounting, in terms of reporting and all, right? Now, next part is unified financial health view, right? So generally the business or who is going to take care of this application or who is going to use this application for managing their and day-to-day activities or for their end-to-end business processes, one of the important requirement is that the application should be such that it should be able to give a consolidated financial health view of the organization. Means whatever is happening in the organization, a consolidated reporting should be able to be produced by the application, and that is what something which is made sure in this application, which is timely reporting to the management, which on the basis of which effective decisions can be taken by the business management. Okay. Fourth one that I've included here is AI driven enhancements. So as I mentioned, that application was introduced in the year 2010 and then later on it was made available in the year 2011. Now, if you compare the business scenario since 2011 to 2025, lot of significant changes has been done. Dynamic changes in the business requirement in the overall business processes has been made. So this application is in continuous mode of upgrade, which means that whatever the latest needs and requirement in terms of the dynamic business environments are, those has been integrated in this application. And one of the recent addition is AI driven functionality. So AI and machine learning are the two latest concepts that has been introduced in the application to enhance the accuracy and efficiency of the financial process and reduce the manual efforts to the extent possible. Now, when I say reduce the manual effort, that doesn't mean that now application doesn't need any manual efforts to be at the time of doing any business process, but to the extent possible to streamline the overall process, which where a lot of manual efforts were required. Now, with the help of AI and machine learning features, those manual efforts has been reduced so that the given resources can focus on some other important activities in terms of the overall business management, and that is something which has been made sure as a part of the overall Oracle Fusion Financials framework. Right now, let me take you on to the another part of the discussion, which is what is the current market position of Oracle Fusion Financials, right? So why, what makes this product as one of the leading product in terms of ERP available in the market globally? So one is it's a part of Oracle Fusion Cloud ERP suite, and in within that, what has been done, seamlessly integration has been done for various business processes to enhance the productivity and also to ensure the compliance across various financial processes, right? So going forward, when we are going to look into the detail of the product, so we'll understand that there are many configuration, many business processes which are there in the application, which have a dependency on other parts of the or other business processes. So an integration has already been developed so that you can take the maximum advantage of the product in terms of maintaining your business processes, in terms of generating your business related reports, in terms of timely decision making, right? Now, highly in demand across industry because of the available features. It is highly in demand across various industries. So when I say industry, I don't mean any specific industry. That product is not developed keeping in mind a specific industry, but in general, this has been developed where it can support the needs and requirement of various industry related businesses, right? So be it IT sector, be it manufacturing, be it supply chain or service oriented organization, all the or be it the financial organization. So all the businesses are being supported by Oracle, and you'll see the global presence of Oracle in various industries. One of the key feature which makes it one of the very preferred product across the industry is the option for flexibility and scalability, right? When you say flexibility means based on various business requirements, the application is flexible enough to support those business process. For example, if today we have a business where only few of the business processes are applicable, then the product is capable of meeting those business requirements, and tomorrow with the change in the business requirement, if new process needs to be implemented or needs to be used, new features needs to be used, so the product is scalable enough, flexible enough to accommodate those requirements, right? Also, with the growing size and nature of business, it is also important that existing applications should be capable enough to handle the growing needs and requirements of the business. Means increase in size, increase in volume of data, increase in volume of transactions, so that system should be or application should be capable of handling those, which was one of the very major disadvantage in the previous applications that are available in the market, which is once it is implemented, it can handle operations up to a certain limit only. After that, it was not capable of providing the support in terms of maintaining the overall business process. And this is where one of the point which has already been eliminated in this application, which is it is highly scalable in nature. Means as per the growing needs and requirements of business, this product can be scale itself, and you can make sure that all business processes fits in one single application. Now, the next part, which is one of the again very important part, is robust reporting capability. So here, 2 points I would like to mention is one is this product comes with the inbuilt reporting tools as well as inbuilt reports. So what happens here is there are various reporting tools which are available inbuilt in the application, which means that business on the very first they can use those tools to generate their own reporting requirements, their own custom reports where they have some their own inbuilt or with their own predefined formats of reports. So those can be developed here as a part of robust reporting capabilities by using various tools available in the application. Plus, the second point here is, which is most important, is the application comes up with a predefined set of reports, which is available on the very first day in the product, which means that there are many reports, business process wise, which are globally accepted, right? Those reports are already available in the application. So, which means that whenever the business start using the application on the very first day, instead of just be depending on the new report creation process, they can also use the existing reports which are available out of box in the application. So, hundreds of reports are predefined, which are already available. Now, adoption by the mid to large size enterprises. So previously, initially, the application was more suitable to the large size enterprises. Now, gradually, it as because of the flexibility and scalability, it is also being adopted by the mid size organizations. Small size organizations are also adopting the application. Uh, in compliance to the global business requirements. So globally, now it is one of the preferred product in terms of large size and mid-size business organization. So that has made that the current market position is of Oracle is one of the leading cutting edge product which is available now in the market globally, right? Now, an example of some of the industries which very widely use Oracle as their main accounting software or main product for maintaining their business process. So you see the presence of Oracle is widely there in the IT sector, in the healthcare, in the hospitality, hotels and tourism business, telecommunication service. Many of the leading telecommunication service providers, organizations use Oracle as their main accounting software. Then you have the financial services. Many banks, you'll see presence of banks in terms of Oracle. Then shipping and logistic business. Some of the leading shipping and logistic business companies work on the Oracle platform. And in the one of the upcoming slide, I also have some of the examples, some of the companies in which Oracle is being taken as uh, one of the preferred software applications. So we'll discuss these things there also, right? So this is one of the survey which was conducted by enlist.com, and where you see the current ERP users in context to the various industries, right? So this is not the latest reading, but yeah, it can give you a detail that how many companies effectively are using across the globe in the preferred product as Oracle. Now, let me move to the next part of the session, which is some of the key features and benefits of Oracle Fusion Financials. So, one is the comprehensive functionality. When I say comprehensive functionality, means all financial operations are seamlessly available in the product. Means for any of the process, you need not to refer back to any other application, or you need not to go back outside the application to maintain the business process. All financial operations are very well available in the product in terms of various modules. So in the respective modules, respective subject areas, the business processes are very well listed. Just you need to configure those products as per the business requirements, and then you'll be able to use that business process seamlessly and also use it for the purpose of various reporting. Now, second thing is advanced analytics. Analytics is more on the reporting tool side. As I mentioned, reporting tools are inbuilt available in the application, and based on these reporting tools, robust reportings can be developed, which will be able to provide timely information to the management so that they can understand the key insight of the business and help them to take a effective decision making in a timely manner. Right? So that is also one of the very important feature and benefit of this product. Third one is introduction of AI and machine learning. So there are various business process, right? So what Oracle is doing, or what attempt Oracle has made, so because now AI and machine learning is one of the key tools available in the market. So what Oracle has done, almost all the business process where the introduction of AI and machine learning can be done, Oracle is making those functionality at par with the available AI and machine learning feature, right? One such example I can give you here upfront, which is supplier invoice processing, right? So before, how it used to work, supplier invoices manually, some user has to do the supplier invoicing in the application in order to make payment to the supplier. But now with the introduction of AI and machine learning, there is a specific feature which has been introduced, which is called IDR, Intelligent Document Recognition, which is based out of AI and machine learning. So what happens is supplier directly can send the invoice over an email, and based on that email, system is capable of reading that email attachment, and it's capable, based on the attachment, it is capable of generating the invoice directly in the accounts payable module with very limited uh, intervention from the user side. So this is something which is going to save a lot of time and efforts on the part of the user, where system is capable of reading the documents and automatically generating the transaction in the application, right? And this has made possible with the introduction of AI and machine learning features only. This is one of the area, and continuously this is being upgraded, which means more and more business processes are now made at par with the available latest AI and machine learning tools mechanism. Okay. Now, global compliance support, again, one of the key feature, right? So when you are implementing this product in any given business region, right? So now you need not to worry about that, whether this product or the application that we are using is in compliance with the applicable laws and regulations or not, right? One of the key area I'll tell you, which I'll suggest here, is uh, various organizations or various regions nowadays, they have a policy that whatever the data which is used or which is stored in the application should not be go out of the country. It should be stored locally within the local data centers, right? Now, this was one of the major requirement in terms of maintaining the data security and integrity, right? So now, is it something that the business needs to worry upon, or is it something which is very effectively handled by Oracle itself? So answer is yes. These kind of global compliance are handled by Oracle itself. Any changes in the applicable laws and regulation also timely taken care by the Oracle. So there is no issues, or there is no point on the on behalf of business where business needs to take care of all these things. It is Oracle in advance who takes care of these kind of global compliance things. So the business is only responsible for The business is only responsible for making sure that their business activities are done on time. So they can really concentrate on their business activity, need not to concentrate whether the compliance are done or whether the business operations are at par with the compliance requirements or not, right? And last and not the least, what is the meaning of all these features and all? To enhance the user experience, right? So make sure the application has been developed with an intention to make sure that as a user I can use the application very effectively and with minimum efforts, and it is easy to understand, so that ultimately the usability of the application can be improved, the user satisfaction can be improved. So this, based on this overall criteria, the application has been developed, right? So if we understood these concepts, like what are the some key features and benefit of Oracle Fusion Financials that we are going to see in the application, and then let me move to the next part, which is Oracle Fusion and e-business suite, some of the key differences, right? Now, what specifically we'll be talking about here is Oracle Fusion, but as you know, we have students who are already aware on the e-business suite, who have previously worked on the e-business suite. So it will be kind of a quick comparison where they'll be able to understand the difference between the two, and also for the fresher students it will be helpful for them to understand some of the key uh, attributes of Oracle Fusion Financial, right? So we'll start with the organization who has developed the product. So both are developed by Oracle Corporation. So if you're working in the e-business suite, now we are switching to Oracle Fusion Tech. Then both are developed by Oracle Corporation itself. Deployment mode. So Fusion is totally a cloud-based deployment, whereas e-business suite now it is available on cloud also, but the initial versions used to work only on the premises, which means that locally it used to be owned and operated, right? Deployment model, in terms of software deployment model, the Fusion works on SaaS platform, whereas the business used to work on a PaaS platform. PaaS platform means platform as a service, where each and every solution used to be in-house developed by the organization, and software as a service, where Fusion is being provided as a software, as a software with predefined configuration, and you can use the overall architecture and reconfigure it based on your business requirements. Okay. One of the very important aspect here which make this product one of the leading or one of the preferred product is maintenance and upgrade, right? So Oracle Fusion maintenance and upgrade is taken care by Oracle itself. There is no dependency on the business to upgrade the product. There is no dependency on the business to maintain the product. Just you need the credentials, you sign in into the product, you do your business operations. That's it. What you need to do in terms of Oracle Fusion. Whereas the business suite requires internal maintenance, means there has to be a internal business team to timely maintain the product, to timely upgrade the product, and this is was one of the timely or challenging activity in terms of the previous version, where separate team means efforts as well as the cost which was involved here, and that has been eliminated by the new product, which is Oracle Fusion. All right. Now installation, do this product or software requires a separate installation? So what we know in general is any software that you need to use is you need to first install it in your systems, right? If you have hundreds of users, then you need to install it in the system of hundred of users, and all those things needs to be done. So do Oracle Fusion requires any such installation? Answer is no. It's a web-based application, so no installation is required. Only thing you require as a user is you need a a system, which can be a laptop or desktop. You need the internet connectivity, you need a URL to access the application, and a credentials to log in into the application. That is the only thing that you need to do. Nothing needs to be installed as a prerequisite in order to use this product. Whereas the previous version, yes, there has to be installation which has to be done for each and every system, and based on that only the product was made available to the users. Now, the next part here is one of the very important part is cost. Now, this is more in terms of the business users who are using this product. So cost here is lower, as the mechanism which is used in Oracle Fusion is pay as you use, means whatever features and functionality you are using, you need to pay only for those functionalities. Whereas the previous version, the cost was pretty much higher. because you have to purchase a complete suite of product even if you're not using the complete suite of product, right? So there were minimum requirement that you have to purchase these many modules and all, so which made the cost on a higher side in comparison to the current Oracle Fusion version. Okay. Now, from the user-friendly perspective, it is Fusion is more user-friendly because the interfaces are web-based interface, more interactive in nature, right? So, or it's a whole web-based thing that needs to be operated. So it's more easy to use the product in comparison to the previous version, which is less user-friendly, which was there, right? Deployment timelines means in how many days or months the business can implement this product and start using this product. So the deployment timelines in case of Fusion is very less, 3 to 4 months, means any business who want to go with Oracle Fusion, so they can turn around within 3 to 4 months, get the product implemented and start using the product. Whereas in comparison to the previous version, which was one plus years was the standard timeline which was given. So at least the business needs to wait for 1 whole year to get the benefits of this product or to start using this product, right? Some of the other points that can be considered here is integrations mean is the product is capable of integrating with the third party application, right? So this is an ERP application, but maybe the case there are some other applications which are being deployed by the business which requires the integration with Oracle Fusion. So is this something which can be done? Answer is yes, it can be done in both the sides, Fusion and e-business suite, but it is less complicated because a dedicated framework has already been designed for integration in Oracle Fusion, which is a web-based integration, and that can be used to integrate multiple third-party applications with Oracle Fusion in less timely manner and with minimum effort, right? Whereas in comparison to the e-business suite, in e-business suite, it is more complicated, where limited options of integration were available. Customization, right? So this is also one of the important area. Like, can I customize my application as per my requirements? So answer is uh, I can configure the application as per my requirement, but the scope of customization has been put less because Fusion focus on globally best business practices. Correct. So it is not into the architecture where it will be like, okay, individual business practices can be configured and the application can be molded as per their requirements. No, uh, best business practices has been or business processes has been integrated in Oracle Fusion, so which gives makes the scope of customization less available. Whereas in the previous e-business suite, it was highly customizable application, means each and every business can customize their application as per their requirements. Now, is it a kind of like pros or cons here? So what you'll see in Fusion is one of the advantage that you'll see anywhere you're operating or anywhere in the world you're working on Oracle Fusion, you'll see one and the same product across the globe, which means the business processes which are done in India, same business processes will be there in the other parts of the world because of the reason because these are based on the best business practices, right? Scalability means if the needs and requirement of the business increase, the size of the business increases. So with that, can the product be is scalable enough to meet those requirements? Answer is yes. Scalability is pretty much easy in terms of Oracle Fusion because of the reason it is maintenance and upgrade is taken care by Oracle itself. So if you want that product needs to be scaled up, then easy to do directly. Oracle is going to do that for you. Whereas in the previous version, which is e-business suite, it was complex in nature because it is managed internally by the internal business teams only. Data security, again, very important aspect in terms of various businesses because this is one of the key thing that business require, which is data security. Now, as the data security is taken care by the Oracle and Oracle deploy the best practices in terms of data integrity, confidentiality, and availability. So it is less challenging for the business to maintain the data security because it is done directly by Oracle itself. In the previous version, it was more challenging because internal teams used to do that, and lack of skill set on lack of latest available technology and lack of latest available standard, sometimes it was more challenging in terms of e-business suite, right? So this is one of the key, like a quick comparison between the Fusion and e-business suite. Also, it is going to help you to understand the some of the key attributes of Oracle Fusion in terms of the overall implementation of this product in a given business environment, that how the overall product has been designed and what are the key features of the product here. Now with this, let me move to the next part here, team. So let me show you something here. So this is just a screenshot of the application, right? Where you see as a part of the ERP application, you'll see various business processes are listed here. So you have human capital resource management as one of the tracks or as one of the subject area, where you have various modules, right? And within those modules, various tasks or various business processes are listed. Similarly, under ERP, enterprise resource planning, you have financial modules, you have many other modules which are listed here. And within this, these are the wider subject areas. When we deep dive into this, you'll see multiple different modules are available, right? So now what is the thing that is applicable here is one single application, ERP application, that is capable of handling various business operations. Means almost all these business subject areas are covered here, including your supply chain, including your customer experience CX, including your human capital management, including your financials, all are listed under one single application only, right? Now, if you further drill down into this, like what are the subject areas that are available in the financial management? In the financial management, you have general ledger, which takes care of the accounting aspect. You have accounts payable, which takes care of the supplier invoices and payment aspect. Asset management means asset managing overall asset depreciation and all. Payments and collections means from the customer side, AR from the customer invoicing point of view, cash and expenses means from the banking point of view, all the banking activities can be handled under this specific module. Similar to that, we have human capital management where we have different modules. We have portfolio management, we have procurement, supply chain management, where individual modules are there as a part of this application. Now the question is, are we going to have access of all these, right? So answer is it depends upon what you need. So pay as you use basis means whatever you require. Single application is there which has all these features. Whatever you require, you pay for that. It will be available. So it's a kind of like subscription model that we have where we subscribe the particular services, and based on that, these of individual business processes or the modules will be available for configuration and for maintaining the various business processes and reporting aspects of the business. All right. Now, with this team, let me move to this aspect, which is Oracle Fusion Cloud Financial Suite. So let's discuss here what are the some of the key modules which are available as a part of financial application. So we have various modules which are available as a part of financial suite, including your general ledger, including your accounts payable, fixed asset, receivables, cash management. Now, if you see, these five modules are called the core modules of the Oracle Fusion Financial Suite, which means that in a given business environment, you'll see the presence of these five modules will always be there. You'll always be having the accounting aspect, you'll always be having the supply related aspect, you'll always be having the fixed asset and depreciation related aspect, you'll always be having the customer invoicing related aspect, and you'll always be having the banking related aspect where all your bank activities will be managed, correct? So those are listed under these core modules, and these five are your core modules. Along with that, you also have some other modules which are listed as a part of Oracle Financial Suite, and these are the comprehensive list of the modules which are available. Now, when we say other module, what does it mean? That you can subscribe for these modules, right? You can means any given business environment and they are looking for this application along with the core modules based upon what is applicable to their business requirements. They can opt for these other modules also, which includes your intercompany in case intercompany transactions are there, expense module which is related to employee expenses reimbursement, advanced collections means collections from the customers when you have advanced collections team who's taking care of that. So in that case, advanced collection modules are there, tax for calculating various type of indirect taxes, accounting hub for integration with different third party application in terms of accounting information, so you can use accounting hub there. Then you have revenue management, lease accounting, joint venture management, right? So these are the additional modules which are available as a part of Oracle Fusion cloud financial suite. So in case any of these are applicable, then business will also include this module as a part of their application. And as I mentioned, it is highly scalable, which means today if you need only these core modules and tomorrow you have the scenarios where these additional modules are also applicable, then the application is flexible enough to include these modules as a part of your overall ERP application, right? Now, some of the real world applications means what is expected out of this product, means what is the some of the advantages that business is going to get once they start using this application, right? So here these are some of the key points that has been listed here, or this is something we can say that real world applications or real world advantage of this application that business may will get once they start using this application. So once is optimize cash liquidity. Now optimize cash liquidity means within the application, we are going to maintain all the supplier activities, means what are the invoices related to suppliers, what are the invoices related to customer, what are the payments that we need to pay to the suppliers, what are the payments that we are going to receive from the customers, what is the banking position and all, right? What are the commitments that we need to pay in the upcoming week, upcoming month, what are the amount that we are going to receive in the upcoming weeks and months. So all this forecasting, cash flow forecasting, cash positioning, these can be maintained, and it will in turn help the business to optimize their liquidity in cash, where they can forecast their requirements in advance, and accordingly they can manage the funds. So in case they have additional funds, they can timely take a decision to reinvest it somewhere else, and in case they have shortage of funds, then they can timely manage to get arranged for those funds. So one of the very important advantage here is optimizing the cash liquidity from the business perspective. And based on this, the second part is enhanced risk management, right? So the system comes up with the various tools to improve risk assessment, enable better operational decisions, right? So various tools and reportings are there. Based on that, risk can be assessed in advance, and based on that, the proper timely decisions can be made. So enhanced risk management is something which is like one of the key applications of this software application. Now, third thing is significant return on investment demonstrated. So in that, Oracle has conducted successful case studies which shows that organization has achieved substantial return on investment through effective implementation, right? So what does it mean? So when you are going to implement this application in a given business environment, definitely it is going to incur the cost, and the type of advantages that you're going to get, right? Those will not be a monetary asset, or all the advantage will not be monetary. There will be some non-monetary advantages also, which is like timely information, which is going to take help the business to take effectively decision on time, right? So successful case studies has been conducted by Oracle, which has demonstrated that there is significant return of investment by investing in Oracle software application, which has been achieved by the business through successful implementation of this application, right? Next one is improved transaction effectiveness efficiencies, right? So uh, transaction efficiencies means you have the various subject areas where you can record your transaction, timely report your transaction, right? And when you have all the transactions available in the application in a dedicated place and in a particular framework, then it is very effective to use those transactions for generating the information, right? Information in terms of reporting, information in terms of filing your returns, information in terms of financial reporting, and all, right? And last and not the least, ensuring regional compliance. So this is something we have discussed before also. So nowadays, business are more dynamic. Multinational corporations are using Oracle, right? Where the business are operating in multiple regions, multiple countries. So they need to make sure in whatever regions, whichever regions they are operating, they need to make sure the proper compliance of the applicable standards and regulatory laws is done, and that is something which is made sure by the Oracle. So these are some of the key real world applications of the application that is applicable for the given business environment who are using Oracle as the product. Now, with this, let me move to the next part here. So now here, there are some important aspects in terms of application that we are going to discuss in the upcoming session. So how the overall application has been designed. So we have application listed out in terms of various modules, and these modules are tightly integrated in with each other in terms of various dependent business processes, right? Seamless integration has already been developed from the Oracle side, so need not to work on those areas because this has already been developed. These are working fine, already tested and under various business environment. So this is how the overall financial integration works, where you have various modules, and for the purpose of accounting, those has been integrated with general ledger module, where all the accounting is going to be recorded, all the financial reports are going to be generated, right? And you see there are uh, integrations which are moving from one module to another. So if you see, the tax is integrated with payables, tax is integrated with receivables, means from the payable side, when we create the supplier invoice, right? So based on supplier invoice, it is integrated with tax module, which means system is going to generate the tax calculation on the supplier invoice, as well as when you're generating the customer invoice, system is going to generate the taxes calculation also based on these integrations only, right? So not to go back here to tax module and do the calculation in the payables module itself. When you do the supply invoicing, automatically based on the tax configuration, system is going to generate a tax. Whereas same thing here also, payable side, when you make the payments, so those payment details will be available in the cash management in terms of bank statement reconciliation. Same way on the receivable side also, when you receive the payment, those will be integrated and updating. It will update the cash management balances, and it will also bring the transactions in the cash management for the purpose of reconciliation. Now we'll be discussing these integrations in detail, not how the integrations are developed, but in terms of various functionalities, that how these functionalities are dependent on each other, how the flow of process is happening from one module to another, and ultimately how the accounting aspect is also going on, depending on the various financial transactions that we are doing here. Okay. All right. Now, something very important, which is the scope of this training program. So let's discuss the overall scope of this training program. What we are going to cover as a part of this training program is, we will be covering the core modules as a part of this training program, including your general ledger, accounts payable, account receivable, fixed asset, and cash management. And along with that, we will be also be covering here some of the important aspect in terms of application, which is going to be security related aspect, approvals related aspect, spreadsheet data loader, which is a specific functionality to how to use the Excel formats to bulk upload data into the application. And same with the FPDI loader, which is a tool to migrate the data from one application to another. So that is something we'll be covering here. Then we'll be talking about reporting tools, where we'll be talking about the BI publisher tool, OTBI reporting tool we'll be talking about, and we'll deep dive into this tool, OTBI reporting tool, where we'll understand how to use the reporting tool for development of your custom reports, right? So all these things we'll be covering here in this course. And one of the important aspect that you should be able to understand here is, when we talk about these modules, so we're not only talking about how to use various business processes in terms of application, but we'll start right from the scratch, which means if you have a new application, how to configure the application in terms of various modules, in terms of various business solution, how to design the business solution, what are the best practices that we deploy in the global business environment. Based on that, how to prepare the solution and how to configure this application. And once the application is configured, how to run various business processes, followed by the reporting. So basically three areas we'll be covering on a wider side, which is going to be the configuration of the application, usage of the application, and reporting of the various business processes. So all these three areas we'll be covering in detail as a part of this training course. Then these are the areas which are applicable, not to individual module, but as a whole on the application. We'll be talking about these features, we'll be discussing in detail these also as a part of this training program. Now, let me also give you a quick view on the roles and work profiles. So this is something that on a later stage also we'll be discussing in detail. So some of the key roles that you can expect after this training program is, you can work as an Oracle functional team, as part of the technical team, or as an end user consultant, right? Now, what is going to be a functional team? What is going to be technical team? What is end user? This is something we'll be discussing in detail, where we'll understand that what are the different roles which fits in this particular profiles, right? So Along with that, various profiles are there. Implementation means as a part of the implementation team, you can work where you can implement the application for various businesses. Then also you can work as a support consultant where the application which has already been implemented, let's say it's a financial organization, it's an manufacturing organization who is using Oracle, so you can become a part of the support team to provide overall support in terms of this application. And third thing is testing work profile, which is a profile where you can work where the product is being implemented. You test the product whether it has been implemented as per the business requirements or not, right? So again, we'll be having a detailed discussion against each of these roles, each of these work profiles in the upcoming sessions. We'll understand the individual attributes of each of these work profiles. That is going to help you out to understand how effectively or how wide the scope of Oracle Fusion in the globally is in the market, right? So that is something we'll discuss in detail to understand where you can serve as a part of Oracle Fusion financial team to various business organizations, right? Now, this one companies involved. We'll be talking the upcoming session where we'll talk about what are the different companies which are available in the market working in this product. So, including the product selling company, service provider company, and user company. So, we'll talk about all this. Now, let me give you details about this training plan. So, what is the plan of this overall program? So, it's a 14-week program. You can add uh, uh, 2 to 3 weeks more in that. So, overall 3+ months is going to be the overall program. So we'll start with the general ledger and the basics of the applications, which is going to take around 3 weeks. We'll uh, then continue with the accounts payable module, which is from weeks 3 to 6, and accounts receivable week 6 to 9, followed by cash management week 10, and fixed asset module week 11 to 13, followed by system administrator training in the week 14. So that is how the activities are going to be planned for this training program. Now, training objectives we'll discuss again later. Let me first give you the course details, some of the course features here. So, the overall duration of this course is going to be 3+ months. Team 70+ hours of training will be provided here as a part of this training program. Timings of this batch is going to be Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Morning IST, right? So that is going to be the timing for the batches. And what we are going to offer as a part of this training program. So first thing is lifetime access of the video recordings. So here the approach that we are going to use in this training program, it is not going to be only theoretical based approach. It will be a theoretical as well as practical based approach, which means that on a daily basis we'll be connecting uh, in the application. We'll be doing a configuration, and the approach that we are going to follow here is we will be doing a real life implementation exactly in the same mode which is done in the given any given business implementation, where how the product is implemented, what are the key stages, what are the inputs and outputs of the key stages, right? All those things we'll be covering here, and each of the practical workshop session that we are going to have will be recorded, and these recordings will be uploaded on the Triotech portal, and access will be given to the students, and this is going to be a lifetime access. So in future also, if you want to refer back to any of the recording for any specific topics, so that is something you will be able to do using this recording. Plus, what we will be doing here is we'll be giving you the cloud instance access, means whatever instance that we're going to use in the class. Along with that, for the practice after the class, you will be given access of the instance, and that is going to be for complete 5 months access, means for the next 5 months you'll be able to access the application. You will be able to do the configurations on your own, and the approach again here that will be followed is in the class we will be doing an end-to-end implementation. Same approach you will be also be following after the class, where you will also be doing end-to-end implementation to make sure that all the features and all functionalities that we are discussing, you also have a detailed understanding of the same, right? For that you will be given the access. Now, along with that, plus we'll be giving the access of the Oracle repository for Oracle Fusion Financial. So all the latest notes and documents will be shared with you, and that is something which will be helping you out also for the preparation of the certification courses. So along with the practical training, theoretical knowledge is available in the repository. So that is something you can access through the repository that will be shared to you, right? Now on the right hand side, some placement assistance that will be giving you. So one-to-one doubt assistance is something will be this mode will be following where once we are done with the class, we'll be having dedicated question and answer rounds. And after class also, while you are practicing, if you have any doubts and queries, that is something we'll be connecting through official WhatsApp channel, and then we'll be discussing those queries. We'll try to resolve it on a one-to-one basis, whatever doubts you have. And the approach, as I mentioned, it will be a real-time project assignment, which means that the approach we are going to follow is real-time project assignment. All the stages which are going to be there as a part of the project implementation, we'll be discussing it here, and we'll be doing it the exact same manner as we do in the real-life projects. Correct. Along with that, our admin team will be helping you out in resume preparation. So that is where the team will be helping you out with how effective resume from the Oracle Fusion Financial Consultant point of view should look like. So that is where proper guidance will be provided to you guys, right? Also, we'll be sharing the sample interview questions and answers, which means that how you are going to prepare, especially as a fresher, if you are looking for a job opportunity after the training program. So how you should be preparing for the interview. So that is where our team will be helping you out in that case. Plus, one of the most important aspect here is referrals. So we have our tie-ups with various business organizations. So timely referrals for the available job positions will be giving the referrals to you so that you can apply for those jobs, whether the full-time jobs or freelancing opportunities. So time to time we'll be sharing those opportunities. And as we already have the tie-up with the various organizations, so priorities will be given to the students who are trained from Tech Software Training Institute. Right? So that is something very important aspect we'll be doing here. All right. So moving next is some of the job referrals. This is something you can see on our official website also that will help you to take the effective decision here, and some of the students' feedback and uh, some details where our students has been placed in. So these are some of the companies where we have our students who have successfully joined as a financial consultant. So includes the big fours as well as some mid-sized companies are also available. All right. Now let me give you some details on this course fee and early bird offer that is ongoing. So our admin team has already reached out to you guys in the Zoom chat session. So feel free to connect with them to complete the enrollment process. So the official fees for this training program is going to be 25,000 here. And then we have an early bird offer which is applicable for today. So if you enroll by today, then you can avail this training program for 22,999. And also as a part of the add-on feature, we will be giving you access if you enroll under early bird offer, 2 months additional access of the application, which means total access of server access is going to be 5 plus 2, 7 months access will be there if you enroll as a part of the early bird offer, right? Any queries, anything that you have in terms of the enrollment, in terms of the training program, right after the session also, then this is our official WhatsApp number, so you can contact over this number and get your queries resolved, right? Now let me open the question and answer round, so let me just give you that option to
Yeah,
unmute yourself.
Abhishek, sorry to interrupt. So before getting into questions, we have a small announcement team. First of all, thanks for the demo, Abhishek, and thank you everyone for taking your time to attend this demo. So as Abhishek already mentioned, the course features and the placement assistance that we are providing. So it's an end-to-end training with the placement assistance team. So I just want to re-highlight once. So basically, this is a 3 months training program. So Monday to Friday morning, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. IST, you will be having 1 hour live session. So the people who are from different time zones, please check the slot. It is 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. IST. And you will be getting the lifetime video access. So you can refer the videos at any time after the program as well. And you will be getting the 5 months of Oracle server access to practice the application, and with the placement assistance like the resume preparation, interview questions, and mock interviews will be taken, and one-to-one doubt assistance. Like after the enrollment, you will be given with the dedicated Triotech support number. So where you can reach out to us from morning 10 to evening 6 o'clock. while practicing the session, or like while going through the session again. And along with that, every day we'll be posting the requirements from our tie-up company, so you can also apply to that. So that is all the course features. So whoever interested, only for today we have this enrollment offer price. So basically the course price is 25,000, but only for today we have this offer price of 22,999 with 2 months additional server access. So already our team is sending the payment link over the chat. So whoever interested, please click on that link and complete the payment. Once the payment is done, please share the screenshot to the displayed number, that is 8179563510, to get the access. So yeah, I think team is sending. Yeah, team. So if you have any queries, like strictly from tomorrow, the course price will be 25,000. Only for the today enrollments, we are giving this offer price. So I think, yeah, that's all from my end. The people who can have any questions, you can just unmute yourself and start asking your questions. Thank you.
All right, team. So now you have an option where you can unmute yourself and ask the questions if you have any query, or you can also put your query in the Zoom chat so we can pick it from there.
Hi, Abhishek.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, while you're going through the session, and the courses are covered, we are not having anything related to inventory accounting, right? But in most of the interviews, they are asking about the kitting futures and all inventory related stuff as well, apart from AP, AR, and all.
Right. So basically, what happens is what we are going to cover here is financial modules, whereas inventory is where you have the inventory module, you have the costing module, you have the procurement module, purchasing and all. Right. From the accounting perspective, when we will be doing the accounts payable, there will be having some portion of the procurement side also, where we'll be discussing the accounting that happens from the procurement end. Correct. That is something we'll be discussing. But if it is something related to configuration of the supply chain module, so that is something which will not be covered, right? And moreover, from the interview perspective, yes, when it comes to the accounting, even the accounting related to procurement is very well asked. So that is something we'll be covering up.
Okay, you mean to say that the theoretical aspect will be covered, but the configuration and how it is done in Oracle will not be covered, right?
Correct, because that is a part of your supply chain modules.
Okay, got it. And also one more thing. So this live session is available from 8:30 to 9:30. If in case that time slot is not available for me, or I mean for us, so we can go through that live demo. And if we have any questions, we can post it later through the support, right?
Right. So during the class, once the class ends, at the end of every class, we have dedicated questions and answer round, right? But let's say for some reason you're not able to raise your query there, or after the class you're facing some issues. So for that, what we normally do, we create an official WhatsApp group, which serves as the mode of communication. So we can communicate through that. Where any issues that you're facing, you can just mention the details of the issue, and from that basis, we'll be giving you the proper solutions.
So is there any option if 8:30 to 9:30 slot is not available? Is there any other time slot or possible on the weekends or any other time slot?
Rajeshwari, you
Yeah.
can get connect with us on the displayed number so that we can help you out with the other possibilities.
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
I have a question for this. Do we need SQL knowledge as well at any point of time?
No, no, absolutely not.
You sure? Because I mean, I did SAP BW. I was
Mhm.
struggling with the SQL over there,
Right.
and I was doing the Salesforce admin code over there as well. Also, I was struggling. So I don't want to land up in this.
So with yeah, so the point here is we'll be focusing on three aspects: is how to configure the modules, how to use the various business functionality, how to do the reporting, correct? And financial modules has been designed in a way where you need not to be dependent on only on any SQL for the purpose of configuration, right? So that is where I, in the beginning only have mentioned no coding required. Will not be doing any codings here. Instead of that, we'll be using the same process that is used in the actual business implementation. So it doesn't require any coding here, right? So if you don't have any knowledge, absolutely fine. We'll be not be using that here.
No, but coding, SQL is not coding, I believe, right? But still, I
Even
struggle from.
SQL, yeah, right. So in terms of configuration also, no SQLs are required.
I see. Okay, thanks.
Hi, Abhishek.
Yeah, hi.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, Abhishek the Ashok. I'm having 6+ experience, but when it comes to like the experience, guys, like how it is going to help the placements and referrals, Abhishek?
Right.
Like, can you help
So
me with that?
right. So you see, the training program has been designed keeping in mind both the freshers as well as experienced students, right? So now you have 6 years plus experience, right? Now it can be in ERP or any other experience, right? So after that, when you are going to learn the Oracle Fusion implementation, so there are various job profiles that you can apply in, including the implementation consultant or a support consultant. So here, if you already have experience in the in any application like maybe Oracle or Fusion or e-business suite or any other application, you can also mention the same as a part of your resume, as opportunities that we'll be looking into will be based upon your experience only, right? So it will not be like freshers, like as a fresher you'll be applying for a job. You can even apply for the experience positions where the business requires that we want 4 years, 5 years, 6 year experience consultant, right? Now next thing is, uh, once I'm done with the training, so this is equivalent to how many years experience in Oracle Fusion. So it is somewhere near to 2.5, 3 years experience of Oracle Fusion, right? So what if as a fresher you'll be joining any organization without training? So whatever you are going to gain in next 2.5, 3 years, so that is something we are going to cover as a part of this training program.
Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, quick question here. What is that access to Oracle repository for Fusion Financials?
All
You
right.
mentioned as a code switchers. Under the one point you mentioned as
Right. So
access to
we
Oracle
have a
repository.
Oracle, yeah, right. We have a Oracle repository which contains all the topics on Oracle Fusion financial module. Module-wise topics are there. Latest updated notes are there. So we will be giving access to that repository, so that apart from the session, whatever we are going to discuss in the session, if you need that you want to uh, read additionally on the subject matter, so that is something which is available in Oracle repository, right? So it is going to help you in exploring the topics in more detail wherever required, because in detail we'll be discussing in the class only. But in case you require more notes and more details on the topic, that is where you can access the repository. Also, if you're preparing or you're looking for Oracle University certification, so that is where it will be helping you out for preparing on various topics.
You mean to say there's a customized notes preparing by TriTech or it's something you're talking about Oracle portal?
So okay, so there are two approaches that we follow. Notes, right? But as you know, Oracle gets upgraded on a quarterly basis. So that is where we use the website which is provided by Oracle to access the notes.
Not clear, sorry. Can you please elaborate?
Yeah,
Right. So
Kumar,
that,
let me answer that. So
yeah, sure.
basically, it's a combination of both. It's a customized notes of Triotech as well as the few selected repository from the Oracle as well. So what it requires to go through this training.
Okay, great. And what about these modules you said tax and intercompany? These are not available in this part of the course?
So what happens here is the training program of 3 months has been scheduled in a way where within 3 months we will be covering these 5 modules. Now there are three aspects we'll be covering. One is the configuration related aspect, one is the functionality related aspect, one is the reporting related aspect, right? So in context to these three aspects, these are the 5 core modules we'll be able to cover here, right? Over and above that, if there is any additional module that we are going to cover, so that is something which will not be able to cover within these 3 months, and that needs additional months to be covered, right? So that is how the program has been designed. But in case what additionally we can do, so in case any of you have any specific requirement in terms of any modules, then time to time we can provide you guidance and we can provide you some relevant documentation. So that is something we can do additionally.
Yeah, team, I think we can wind up the session. So, as we mentioned earlier, only for today we have this offer price. So, whoever interested, we request everyone to please do complete the payment to get the access. And from tomorrow onwards, we'll be starting a regular session. So, tomorrow it will be like introduction to the application. So, I request everyone to please do reach out to us if you have any specific questions on the display number. And please complete the enrollments today to get this early bird offer. Thank you. Let's catch up tomorrow.
Thank you, team. Thanks for joining. Let's connect back tomorrow 8:30 to 9:30. Have a great day.